Hey everybody, check this out. Caught myself a catch of the day. It's pretty neat how this thing works. It's really cool. Wow. I have a shark that sings. That's different. But of course, that's exactly my topic for the day. My topic for the day is Jaws. And of course, what I have here, ladies and gentlemen, is of course, the book. I read the book. And of course, there's a whole lot more into this story than not many people even know about. Like, for example, like the mayor is with the mob, and, I mean, it's really different than the movie. The mayor is with the mob, and that's why he preferred not to close the beach, because he owes money to them. That's really different here. And, of course, in the book, Hooper has an affair with Chief Brody's wife. It's kind of odd, though. And of course, in the book, Quint dies differently. The shark hunter, Quint, he dies differently than than how the movie go. In the movie, he slides down and gets eaten by the shark. But in this one, he grabs a harpoon, hits the shark right in the eye, and the only thing that happened is that the shark had dived down into the water, and the rope just hooked to his leg, and it pushed him into the water, and he drowned. And that's how it ended. And of course, how the movie ended, Chief Brody didn't put a tank into his mouth and had his head explode by saying, "Smile, you SOB!" And this one, Chief Brody did survive, but as the shark was swimming right towards him, he started noticing that he's bleeding to death. So, the shark, as he was about ready to attack Brody, he just went down. And when Brody just looked underwater, he started noticing that the shark was going down, 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 down into the deep blue. And the barrels couldn't hold him up, so he went down with the barrels and the body of Quint. And that's how the book ended. Anyway, Jaws was the most popular book in the whole world. It was a bestseller at the time. So they decided to do a movie about it. And, well, of course, they did the sequels as well. Like in the first movie I got here on DVD. Pretty much the same thing. Chief Brody puts a tank in his mouth and points a gun at him saying, "Smile, you SOB." Shark has his head explode and everybody lives happily ever after. The end. I'm not dead! Oh, yeah. They did a sequel. In the second movie, Chief Brody starts warning people that there's a shark out there. Everybody doesn't believe him, so they decide to have him fired. And a bunch of teenagers are sailing out in the sea, and then all of a sudden this shark comes, starts going after the teenagers. Chief Brody noticed that two of his sons are with the teenagers. So one thing he did, he took the power line under the water, hold it up. Shark takes a big bite, and all of a sudden he gets absolutely electrocuted. And the shark just went bye-bye, and everybody went happily ever after once again. I feel fine! Oh, yeah. 3. Jaws 3. Now, normally it was called Jaws 3D. Now, 3D is a big thing back in its time. I mean, for example, anybody can make a cheap 3D movie, like on my Toy Shark. I mean, do it in the screen, this is 3D. Haha. In screen, this is really neat. But in real life, I look like I'm getting annoying. Please tell me to stop if you get my point. Down. Okay. Anyway, the shark is attacking people in Waterworld. Michael works there, Chief Brody's son, and sadly, all the dolphins are getting scared, and Michael and his wife finally kills him. When the shark opened his mouth, they found one diver had a grenade in his hand. They pulled the grenade pin out of his hand. The shark closed his mouth, and boom! He exploded. And everybody lives happily ever after once again. I feel appeased! Oh, for crying out loud. This shark had a lot more life than a soap opera actress. Yeah. Comes down to this. Jaws Revenge. On this one, Michael comes back with his mom, and he has a daughter and a wife. And as it turns out, that this is all about vengeance. The shark wants vengeance to the Brody family. And it took the one son, John, he was eaten. And so Michael, he's a deep-sea diver, but he works in Jamaica now instead of in America. He asked his mom to go all the way to Jamaica instead of Amity, where the shark really was from in the first movie and the rest. And all of a sudden it discovered that the shark swam all the way to Jamaica in order to find the family. And of course, Mrs. Brody falls in love with this guy named Hoagie, who is played by Michael Caine. Hello, I'm Michael Caine. And I was in that shark film, alright? It was a fourth film. Yeah, that's the thing. And after all those Jaws films was made, all of a sudden everybody want to get into this whole shark horror movie franchise all of a sudden. I even heard that they did one movie called Cruel Jaws. And it was made in 1995. And it's not really a sequel because they just want to get people's attention by slapping the other title by calling it Jaws 5. Even though it has nothing to do with the Brody family. It just shows a big shark and that's about it. It's more like a remake to other films with different titles. And of course, believe it or not, that there are about 42 crappy shark films that they made. I mean, Deep Blue Sea is not bad. And other ones, it was horrible. There's a Turkish version of Jaws. There's an Italian version of Jaws called Last Shark. And they're the most ridiculous ones, too, like Sharknado, Sand Shark, Snow Shark, Piranha Shark, Sharktopus. I mean, and they made Sharknado 2. What an abomination that is. It was horrible. Well, from the words of the great Quint, the shark hunter from the first film, sometimes the sharks go away, sometimes they won't go away. So, yeah. So, this is Michael Grimm telling you about the update of the whole Jaws genre. Oh yeah, and one thing I did heard, they're planning on making a remake of Jaws. And I don't know how they're going to make it. I mean, I don't know if they're going to make it computer animated or use electronics, use a puppet, or I don't know how they're going to do it. But I guarantee you, it may not be as good. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to base it from... I don't know if they're going to take it from the book or make it like how Steven Spielberg did in the first film. So, that's all I have to say. Thank you very much, and thanks for watching.